Hi guys, it's SkillJim from the Suka Pass team, and today I'm going to show you version 1.1 of Suka Pass. Suka Pass is a Shenmue passport fan-made application which you can download over at sukapass.com. If you've already downloaded and installed Suka Pass, you can simply update to version 1.1, which shows you there at the bottom right what version number we're on. So this is version 1.1. So if you're an Android user, you can go to Google Play and update the app there. If you're an iOS user, you can go back onto Test Flight, you know, the app that you used to install Suka Pass originally, and there'll be a button to update there too. So the first thing you'll notice is the letter icon flashing from Nozomi. That means she's got a new message. A new message basically details all of the new features, updates and fixes for version 1.1 of Suka Pass, so go read that at your own leisure. And let me start showing you some of the new features of 1.1. So under settings is the display units, and you can pick between imperial and metric. So depending on which measurement system you're more familiar with these days, you can select your option there. So imperial was the default and metric is the new system. So if you're more familiar with metric, for example, if you go into the character profiles, press a character. Now the height and weight have changed to meters and kilograms as opposed to inches, feet and pounds. So pick between the two, whichever you're more comfortable with. The second cool feature we've added is a checklist system. So you see all these characters have got ticks by them. Basically, what this feature does is it tries to replicate what the passport used to do back in the Dreamcast days. So, for example, if you started a new game of Shenmue back on the Dreamcast, every time that you met a new character in the game, it was added to the passport disc in the character profiles. So if you met Ini-san in the game, her profile would then be available on the passport disc. So we've tried to replicate that sort of system, but obviously there's a bit more of a manual feel to this. So if you use Suka Pass as a companion for your new playthrough of Shenmue in 2019, so say if you start a new game on the Dreamcast even, or on the PS4, PC, Xbox One, open up Suka Pass, and as you're playing, every time you meet a new character, put a tick next to their name, their profile, and you know that you've met them in the game. So adds an extra little challenge, if you were, to try and track down all 337 characters in the world of Shenmue. And you can find the characters that you haven't met yet by pressing the question mark filter there at the bottom, the character question mark, and it'll show you all the characters that you haven't met in the game. And whenever you do meet that character in the game, you can find them here and put a tick next to them. And then if you press the filter again, it'll disappear. So let's say we've met all 4 of them, and we press the filter button, it'll filter them out. So now there's only 299 characters that you haven't met in the world of Shenmue. If you don't want to use that particular feature in that way, another example that you could use this feature for is, say you wanted to read each character bio from every single character on Suka Pass, and you want to continue from where you left off. So say, for example, you've read him, you've read him, you've read him, and you've had time to read Itoi-san as well, but then you had to go somewhere, and then you come back to Suka Pass app, and you want to continue reading profiles, you know, from where you left off. Press the filter button, they're gone, you'll find which characters you haven't read the profiles to yet. That's another use of this checking system. So however you think you want to use that check system, whether it be to mark off particular characters or, you know, just anything you can think of, there's that new system for you there. The third new feature we've added is the search bar. So you press the search bar there, it'll pop up with the keyboard, and you can enter in, you know, a piece of text or, you know, whatever you can think of that might provide some search results. Let me just go back to everyone just to demonstrate this. So say, for example, you want to find Shenmue, you want to see her profile, search, she's the only result, she pops up, you can read a profile there. If you want to try something different, let's try Nozomi here. Nozomi. Then every character that has the word Nozomi in their bio will pop up here. So you can find some interesting links between characters by searching in this style. So obviously for Nozomi, if you wanted to find specifically Nozomi, you've typed Nozomi in, there's Nozomi. Also, like I say, anytime Nozomi's name pops up in someone's description, so obviously she pops up in Eri because close friends, but then there's some strange links that you might not be aware of, such as Hideki Tajima here. Nozomi is his result comes up in a Nozomi search because he's got a line of text here that says he often says he wishes Nozomi was his sister instead. So you might find some cool little links between characters by using the search tool here. Another example, let's type in Chiyo. Brings up members of the Chiyo men. So just a cool way of finding a specific character or a piece of like a descriptive thing. So say you wanted to use the checking off character system in the harbour. Let's type in harbour. Now it's showing pretty much all the characters that you can find in the harbour. So again, use that character checkmark filter. It's showing you characters in the harbour that you have yet to meet. You've yet to meet, I should say. So if you're hunting down specific characters, you can combine the search and the filters to find whoever you're looking for. So that's a pretty cool feature there. Let's try homeless, see if the homeless man pops up. Homeless. There you go. It's because I've already checkmarked him that he wasn't listed in the filter. So homeless, the homeless man comes up. So if you're struggling to think of a specific character, try and think of a word that might help you find that character in Suka Pass. Another new feature we've added in the music section is the extra playlist here, which is marked by new, so you'll be able to find it quite easy. And we've added a brand new song, Everlasting World. So this is one of my favourite songs in Shenmue, so this is the first song that we've added that's new. And what we plan to do is in future updates, keep adding new songs to this playlist. So we're taking requests as well. If you know of a song that you want in Suka Pass that isn't listed here, let us know and we'll see if we can incorporate that into a future update. So those are all the new features of the 1.1 build. Other than that, we've added quite a few various fixes and improvements to the app. So one of those improvements, for example, is the actual feel of scrolling. So you can see it's a lot more one-to-one to your finger, and it's a lot smoother. So for example, on the data review section here, where there's masses and massive of text, this is the example data review file. You can scroll through this really quickly now, and even on older devices, this should feel a lot more smoother. So it's worth updating if, you know, the data review was really grinding down for you on the app. You might find it's a lot smoother now. And some of you might not be aware, but further down in this list is a list of all of Ryo's goals. So it's quite cool to see the actual titles that the developers gave to each part of Ryo's quest throughout the story of Shenmue. And you can see how these quests were read into the game to provide additional cutscenes and for the game to know whereabouts Ryo is in the story so far, to start bringing in different free music, cutscenes on specific days and times. They were all linked to Ryo's current quest, and these are the actual titles that were given to each of Ryo's quests throughout the game. It's quite cool to see that information you would otherwise not be aware of. And that is basically 1.1 in a nutshell, guys. So hope you like the new features. We've got loads more features planned. In the next update we're working on, we'll hopefully take one of these placeholders out. If you were wondering why these a couple of question mark options on the menu there, we're going to add something brand new to that soon. So stick with us, guys. Update to 1.1 if you haven't done already. Enjoy the app, let us know what you think, leave us some reviews on Google Play Store. You've left some amazing reviews, amazing 5-star reviews and we really appreciate that. We thank you so much for that. You can find a lot of those reviews and just nice comments, nice tweets, any messages you've given us. We've tried to screenshot them, and if you go onto the sukapass.com website, there should be a button at the top that'll be a page called testimonials, and we thought we'd make a nice little list of all the nice messages there. So keep any nice messages, and if you've got anything negative you want to say, you know, don't forget you can always click about and press the feedback button there, and it'll open up your email thing there, and you can start writing as a feedback message there, or you can leave us feedback on sukapass.com. Leave a comment anywhere you want, or send us an email at sukapassapp@gmail.com, and we do strive to reply to every single person that leaves us a message, or, you know, leaves us a bit of feedback, or just anything at all, guys. Just we really appreciate it, and we thank you so much for a successful launch. We were amazed by how many people downloaded the app originally, and yeah, we can't thank you enough. So hope you're enjoying Suka Pass, and that's all from me for now. See you in the next update. Goodbye.